Hello, thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home Practice session. My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I am here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home Practice routine. Hopefully you are working one-on-one with a speak out provider that's a speech language pathologist who has gone through specialized training with Parkinson Voice Project, and then I'm here to help you with your home practice. This week we are working on the prosody of our speech, and I have some different sentences for you to do today. But as you know, I always have to take a picture of myself for the recordings, and so we've incorporated smiling with intent into these sessions. I know it's kind of silly, but with Parkinson's, it's important that you practice smiling. So you know what? Let's hold up our cup and let's smile with intent. Ready? And now let's take a sip of water with intent. All of these sessions are recorded, which is very nice so that you can use them any time of day. We're going to start with the first exercise, the warm-up. Lift your voice, okay? Some people say, well, what do you mean lift your voice? You can kind of feel it. We don't want to be yelling. It's not may, me, it's not like that. It's May. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. The more you exaggerate, the deeper breath you'll take, the more you'll move your mouth, the more you'll move your facial muscles. You don't need to work on all those aspects of speech separately. In other words, you're not going to work on your breath support for speech by itself or your facial expression. When you speak out, if you use enough oomph, then you are exercising all those muscles. So let's use more oomph. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Really exaggerate. One more. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. Go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. If you have not signed into the chat yet, please go ahead and do that. You'll see a box that says type in your nickname. Just type in your first name and where you're from. I love to see where everybody is practicing from. And even if you're not going to chat throughout the session, I would love for you to see the cute images and photos that people post. They are a lot of fun. Let's move on to speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth. If you are not sure, some people feel like they're opening their mouth enough, and then when they look in the mirror, they're surprised that it's barely open, and that's not surprising with Parkinson's because the movements with Parkinson's are small. Not just your handwriting and your walking, but the movements of your mouth. So if you need to look in a mirror, make sure you really are opening your mouth wide for the ah. Ready? Ah. Good. Let's do it again. The sound of the ah should always be clear. You never want to keep producing an ah that sounds raspy. So even if you can only hold the ah for 2 or 3 seconds and it's nice and clear, that's okay. Don't hold the ah out if it's raspy. If it is, try to speak out, project your voice out a little bit more, and see if it'll clear up. But if it doesn't, I want you to stop and then work on that with your speech pathologist. Let's do another ah. Ah. Good. Let's do a shorter one. One more with intent. Good. Go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. Intent means to think about it. You need to think about everything that you're doing with Parkinson's. And I know it can be exhausting, but the more that you catch yourself not thinking about it, the easier it will be. So when I am conducting these sessions, I'm using a lot of intent. I'm trying to use good eye contact and smile. This mug is a little bit heavy, which is why I always grab it with two hands, because I don't want to drop it. So I'm highly intentional during these sessions, and that's what you need to do all the time. Things will be easier for you if you learn how to do them with intent. Let's move on to the glides. Project out a steady ah, and then slowly glide up. Ready? Ah. Ah. The mouth stays open wide. Look in the mirror if you need to. Ready? Ah. Stop and close the mouth. Ah. Good. Let's do another one. Ah. Stop. A lot of my patients with Parkinson's will say things like, I don't feel like I have as much control over my voice anymore. I'm not sure when I say something how the sound is going to come out. So the glides, we're working on stretching the vocal folds, but we're also learning how to take back control of our voices. So it's a very deliberate exercise. It's project out the ah, and then glide up, and then stop. Project out the ah, and glide back down. All right? Let's do it again. Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do one more. Very good. Let's take a sip of water with intent. For the counting today, we're just going to count to 10 by twos, and we're going to do that several times. I want you to connect the numbers, so it's almost as if one number runs into the next. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just do that. Again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Don't let it trail off. We're being deliberate. Try it again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll do it 2 more times. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're being deliberate. 1 more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're learning how to be deliberate and be intentional in our speech. This week we are working on the prosody of our speech, and I have some different sentences for you today. So the first one is, we will ask a question and then we're going to answer it. We're going to say no, okay? So let's read this together. Are there 4 brown dogs? No, there are 2 brown dogs. If you were audio recording yourself, you should be able to tell which words are highlighted, even if you weren't looking at the words. But let's think about this right now. When you ask the question, your pitch should go up. Are there 4 brown dogs? Say that with me. Are there 4 brown dogs? Let's answer. No, there are 2 brown dogs. And when we say no, we're going to pause. All right? Now, this exercise might seem kind of silly, but there's a lot going on here. Before Parkinson's, the way that the expression of our voices is usually automatic. But because the automatic motor system isn't working with Parkinson's, it's not automatic. And so you need to make your voice more expressive, and you need to take back control of your voice. So we're going to read the question, make sure the pitch goes up at the end, and then read the answer. Here we go. Are there 4 brown dogs? No, there are 2 brown dogs. Next one. Ready? Are there 2 white cats? No, there are 3 white cats. Make yourself pause after the no. Let's read both sentences again. Are there 2 white cats? No, there are 3 white cats. Let's do the next one. Are there 3 striped cats? No, there are 3 white cats. Are you exaggerating the highlighted words? Is your pitch going up at the end of the first sentence? Let's try it again. Are there 3 striped cats? No, there are 3 white cats. Let's try the next one. Are there 2 black dogs? No, there are 2 brown dogs. Now I noticed when I exaggerated black and then I had to go up on the pitch on dogs, I really had to think about it more. Let's read it again. Are there 2 black dogs? No, there are 2 brown dogs. And let's do one more. Are there 2 red dresses? No, there are 3 red dresses. Let's try it again. Are there 2 red dresses? No, there are 3 red dresses. Now let's change it a little bit. We're going to read going up. So we're going to read the answer first and then the question. And I bet you're going to have to think about it a little bit more because it's going to feel a little bit unnatural. Make sure that you are exaggerating the highlighted words and that when you read a question, the pitch is going up. So start with no. Ready? No, there are 3 red dresses. Next, are there 2 red dresses? Okay, we're reading up. Ready? No, there are 2 brown dogs. And the question? Are there 2 black dogs? Keep going up. No, there are 3 white cats. Next. Are there 3 striped cats? Next. No, there are 3 white cats. Next. Are there 2 white cats? Next. No, there are 2 brown dogs. And the question? Are there 4 brown dogs? Was that different when you went backwards and you had to concentrate? It might have been. You can download today's reading material, take what you learned in this session, and then get some extra practice. For our conversation, I'm going to ask you a question. Yes or no, do you have a pet? I want you to name the different pets you have had throughout your lifetime. If you haven't had any pets, you can just name pets that people normally have, maybe. Okay, so go ahead. Name the pets you've had throughout your life. Use your best voice. Just list them. Go ahead with intent. As you were listing them, were you using your best voice or was that a little bit harder? You have to practice. You have to practice making your speech intentional. Take a sip of water and we will end with Dr. Boone's words. With Dr. Boone's words, we're trying to get the back of the tongue to go up higher. When you say the G, the K, and the NG in a very clear voice, when the sound comes out real clear, then you know that the back of the tongue went up as high as it was supposed to. Let's read each one twice with intent. Gu la gan ga ga. Again. Gu la gan ga ga. The next one. Ku ka man gu ka. Again. Ku ka man gu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Good. All this week we are working on the prosody of our speech. Having a monotone voice is a common symptom with Parkinson's. We don't want to have a monotone voice. We want to have expression and have color in our voice. Tomorrow we'll do some different types of reading. So I'm just trying to give you lots of different ways that you can work on the prosody of your speech. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Use lots of intent all day long. And when you find yourself not using intent, catch yourself and then regroup. Thank you, everyone.